Scaled a new Etsy print-on-demand shop to over 700 listings and 5-figure revenue in just 4 months. A big part of that was market research. Let me walk you through a strategy that I use that no one talks about. If you've scrolled TikTok for more than a minute, you know that most people show you all the products that are getting 10K or 15K revenue a month. But here's what they don't tell you. Most of those listings have been around for a year or more, or the shop itself has been around for years. As a new shop, this is not your competition because those listings and those shops have already ranked within Etsy. They are humming along in the algorithm and you won't be able to touch them. Instead, you need to find newer shops that have gotten very successful very quickly. Here's how you do it. I have a very basic subscription to a website called erank.com, and what I can do is I can go up to competition, top sellers. We want to narrow our focus. So the first place I'm going to go is countries. I'm going to narrow this down because I'm in the US, and so we'll select United States. Then I'm going to go to categories. Again, this is specifically an apparel, mostly sweatshirts shop. So then I go to clothing. And here's the key part. Year shop opened. I want to look at 2022. So here's what we see. These are apparel shops. These are the sales that they've made as brand new shops in 2022. And then I simply start clicking into each of them to do a little more research. As you're searching, you will sometimes come across shops that do have a lot of Disney or other trademark things. Whenever I see those, I skip that shop and I don't check them out further. They're not your competition. This is one of the shops that you can see has been open for less than a year. It is coming up close to 9,500 sales. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see some of their recent listings. Sometimes these are brand new listings, and sometimes these are listings that are actually selling because as they renew, they pop up as a new listing. So you can see there's some hockey themes, there's some sloth themes, coffee, sunflowers. These are all very good niches to explore more. Same thing with retro birthday shirts. So then if I actually click on their store name, we'll go and take a look. I typically look at the categories that they have, and then I use the Etsy Hunt Chrome extension to at a glance see kind of what each listing's sales look like. I can see that this was posted earlier this year and it was popular, but there hasn't been recent sales, so this might be an outgoing trend. However, some of these are still getting recent sales, so again, those are still popping up in the Etsy algorithm and might be possible niches to explore. Typically, I then keep a running list of all of these new listing ideas or niche ideas. And remember, in all of this, the goal is not to copy these listings, but instead use these as themes to come up with your own unique and creative ideas. Stick around for part 2, and we'll talk about how to successfully use SEO for all of these new listing ideas.